started baking about 12 years ago. I moved away from home when I was a young teenager, and a Mennonite family took me in. And they are the ones that really kind of threw me into the world of baking. They had, 6 kids, and we went through 15 loaves of bread a week, and it was my job to make them. I didn't realize I had a passion for bread at that point. I definitely liked to bake, and I definitely liked being in the kitchen. But it wasn't until I was working with the dough that often that I realized I actually really like this. So I started working at a local bakery, and I worked there for quite a long time, and I only stopped working there when I had my second son. At that point, I wanted to be home, and I decided to, regroup what I had been doing. I really missed the bakery. I missed it ridiculous. I actually dreamt about it for like 30 days in a row. It was something that I realized I needed in my life. And recently, last year, I officially quit my other job and decided to kind of dive into this world. And it's been scary, it's been a lot of work, but it's been incredible. It's been way beyond what I thought it was going to be. So if you've never had my product before, a really good bread to start with would be the Wholesome White. It's half whole wheat flour and half white flour. It's my personal recipe, so I use that as a base in a lot of my breads. The cinnamon swirl, the garlic parmesan, the cherry walnut, all those have a variation of that base. So if you've never had my product before, that is a really good one to try because it gives you just a really good taste of what I make. The garlic parmesan is definitely my personal favorite. It has big chunks of Parmesan cheese, and it's loaded with fresh minced garlic, and that, hands down, I've been making that one for 10 years, and the only one that's come close to rivaling that bread in my mind was the caprese bread. And that one has the cherry tomatoes, chunks of mozzarella, basil, and it has balsamic glaze on top. That one is my current bestseller. I started making that in June, and it wiped out all the numbers from every other loaf of bread I make. Cinnamon swirl definitely seems to be a favorite, and it's my kids' favorite. We also make cinnamon rolls, and those have been flying. I can't keep up with the cinnamon rolls. We're gonna make 240 today, and honestly, it's not gonna be enough. So when you walk in, you'll immediately realize how tiny the space is. Most bakeries are large enough to where you're in the customer area, but you don't see the baking area as well. We have an old-fashioned bell right on the door, so when you walk in, you immediately get hit with an old-time sound. You will see that we only have 2 residential ovens, and really put together how small our operation is. We do have Philip, who is our 60-quart Hobart mixer, and he's probably my best friend at this point. We make about 25 loaves of bread in him at a time, and he's kind of the highlight of the bakery. Everything is very rustic. I tiled the floor myself. The cabinets and counters and shelves, they're all very functional and not necessarily pretty, but it's very me. That's what I am going for. We have our old register. Everything, I want it to feel, it's calm, it's homey, and what you see is what you get. So you want to see where the bread is made, it's 5 feet from where you're standing.